Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bunker 9. I'm Davis, joined by Darien.
Hi, everybody.
And today's patron is Anais Mitchell, creator of Hadestown, the musical.
Woo!
And we are also joined by Dylan Hunter, local alleged comedian and friend of the podcast.
Friend of the podcast.
Very happy to be here. Thank you both.
Welcome. Alleged comedian definitely makes you sound like a cryptid.
My shows are never advertised. If you say you've been to a Dylan Hunter show, no one will believe you.
No one will believe you.
He shows up, wins a contest, and then leaves.
And then disappears.
I'm a shadow.
This one.
All right, dear listeners, you will likely recall Dylan from way back at the very beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, that was like season 1 for you guys, right?
That was literally season 1. That was podcast to Poseidon era.
Wild.
Wherein you came to join us to talk about Orpheus and Eurydice, because as I suspect you were a fan of Hadestown even back then, and then rolled up and were forced to learn that we had not consumed any Hadestown at that point in time, which made that part of the conversation not quite as fruitful, mayhaps, as it would have been otherwise.
Well, I got to come in as kind of a subject matter expert, so yes. I got to briefly be smarter than I actually am. So,
well, when we all found out Hadestown was coming to town, that we all had tickets. Dylan, you did ask, "Can I come on the podcast to talk about Hadestown?" I said, "Of course you can, Dylan." So here we are. We're going to talk about Hadestown. Now, dear listeners, if you are a camp counselor patron, then you will not have heard our November Remyth episode in which DJ and I talked about Hadestown, in specifically the context of it as a retelling of the Orpheus and Eurydice myth. And in that space, we really hit plot points of the production, as well as like comparing it to the mythological elements. We will not be doing that today. Yeah.
No, today we are actually just talking about what we liked about this show.
Mm-hmm. And things and thoughts and ideas specifically about this play, the story, and specifically the production that we all got to see together.
Yeah, which is the touring production of Hadestown.
Yes.
And just what I think is interesting is I feel like between the three of us, we have like the full spectrum of possible experiences going in to see the actual live theatrical production, where I myself had listened to the Broadway cast album many times. I've listened to the initial concept album, consumed a lot of media surrounding Hadestown, and then Darien, I think you've been exposed to some of the songs.
Yeah, you did finally get me to listen. You didn't like bully me into it. It was just last New Year's Eve. I think I was trying to leave.
Uh-oh.
And you're like I was getting ready to depart from New Year's Eve at your place, and if I recall, it's like, oh, do you want to just listen to this? I think you right now, Darien, at the headspace you're in, I really think you would benefit from hearing just this song. And we definitely listened to more than just the one song, and I do remember crying. Cathartic crying. It's so good.
Yeah, you were like surrounded by other Hadestown fans.
Yes, everyone else in that room was like, oh, we love Hadestown.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
I couldn't just walk away.
And I think that was before
you got peer pressure, Darren.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
Don't do it, kids.
I won't.
And that was, I mean, to be fair, I think before any of us could have known that the traveling production would be coming to our little town. So
did not have that yet. It's like, when will you get to see it? You don't even know. Come listen to this album. I think it'll be good for you. And you were right.
It's a banger.
Mm-hmm.
But then we have DJ here who I just
never even heard
had
a song.
Not a single song.
Nope.
Went in blind. I'm really
I wasn't
curious.
in theater this time around for this production, so
right. There you go.
Unlike Hamilton, where I heard every song every day.
That would do it.
That was your peak high school theater kid experience.
That was yeah.
Oh yeah, that would have been wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was a just loved it. People, you know.
Thanks, Lin Mel.
No, don't get me wrong. I do think Hamilton is great. I didn't like most of the people.
Fair.
I realize now that I didn't like them then, right?
Oh, you didn't like the
Sort
people you were in theater with.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to specify because I think I was confused and thought you meant the characters and or actors in Hamilton for a second.
Oh, no.
so-
They did fucking great. Don't get me wrong. That was fucking awesome. I loved every single performance that they did.
Yeah.
I watched the Disney Plus
Oh yeah,
release
that's the only way.
Yeah.
because it's the only way.
Yeah, no, dude.
Did it
We're
come
not
to- I
getting
think
tickets
it came
to that.
Boise, but
It
we didn't get
did, but we
tickets to
didn't
it.
get tickets to that one.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So, Dylan, what did you think about getting to see Hadestown?
It was just incredible. I knew that the original Broadway production had some like really killer choreography and special effects and like stage work. I don't even know the right terminology, but I was like, realistically, how much of that can like pack into a trailer and drive across the country? Turns out like most, if not all of it.
Yeah, a whole awful lot of it, apparently.
Yeah, so I was blown away with some of the things that they were able to do to the set, and just see the characters come to life that were singing songs that I've been listening to constantly since like 2019.
Mhm.
It was, it was transformative. If you've listened to Hadestown and think that you've had the full experience, and you have the opportunity, definitely go see a live show. It's phenomenal.
Truly
Yeah,
is.
just absolutely killer. I'll just do my I already did this in the Remake episode. Another rant about how they just refuse to film Broadway productions and like show them in theaters to make them more accessible to masses. No, it's not the same as going to see a live production. But much like how listening to an album isn't the same as seeing the performer in concert, that doesn't make it any less of a fulfilling artistic experience to consume this media.
Right.
So,
completely.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. Like, oh my God. So fun.
The set design, the costumes, everything about this was just outstanding. Truly.
Indeed. Yeah, I was blown away. So as the person with the least familiarity going into it, DJ, how did you think the source material handled just like the overall?
I think they did great. I think it was a really good framing for this story.
Yeah.
And I liked the idea that going in, it's like, yeah, we all know the story. We've heard it 1,000 times, but let's tell it to you again. I think that was really fun.
Yeah.
And just like the way that they handle it. And then the aspects of Hades and Persephone just throughout it was just awesome. And their performance were truly stunning.
Yes, they did a fantastic job. So many, I love like all of Hades' songs. Like they're used sparingly, but when he sings, it's like, whoa, okay.
Dude.
Yeah.
That actor had such a fucking commanding voice. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's an incredible, and I've heard like the original Broadway, like with Patrick Page and stuff, other Hadeses, and they have that. Like that is the thing that this Hades is supposed to have, that command of a king and a god. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. Obviously.
Yeah.
I know what we're about here.
Love every second of him.
I love how, like you said, like they use like, his songs are so sparse, but like even in like the first act, he is so sparse.
Yes.
Just they at the beginning of this is something I want to talk about in the Remake episode, but I saved it for this one. So if you're here from there, this is the thing I was talking about. So
one of the things she tried to bring up multiple things.
But this is one of the things that I clocked that I really liked is that at the beginning of the play, every character is on stage. Everyone is on stage for like a big chunk of the first act all together. And it doesn't change until Persephone leaves. But so you've got like all of the chorus, the Fates, Hermes, Orpheus, Eurydice, everyone on the stage, on like the ground level of the stage essentially, and then Hades and Persephone are overlooking this as if from like a high balcony.
Yeah.
And Persephone is moving the whole time she's up there. Like she is fanning herself like it's hot, and she is constantly fanning herself, just constant movement. And Hades is perfectly still.
Yeah.
Does not fucking move.
Yeah. I think for a good portion of it, he's like reading a newspaper with his back to. That might be around the time that Persephone actually descends down to.
Yeah, because he doesn't acknowledge her when she leaves.
Yeah. The common people. Yeah, that if you're looking for like a concrete example of like something that you wouldn't necessarily have picked up on while listening, that was definitely something that I really enjoyed, is getting to see characters who aren't in a song or expressing something at a given time, being able to see the actor's choices for like what that character is doing in the meantime or how they're feeling about whatever's going on.
Yeah. I felt that came back again, that like you wouldn't see it in the song because you literally, if they're not singing, you don't know they're there. At the very end, when it does like a mirroring of the beginning with Hermes starting it's an old song, it's a sad song we're going to see again, and Eurydice comes in asking for a light, and then Persephone shows up.
Yeah.
And they're doing it again. And this time, Orpheus doesn't get introduced, right? Like, I'm trying to think, I don't misremember that. Like, we never get Orpheus was a poor boy. We just get Persephone is here.
In the reprisal.
Yeah.
I believe that's right. Yeah, okay. I'd have to go back and listen.
Okay, so there's it's a twofold thing. I wanted to bring that up. And then while she is coming down, you're getting to the end of the play, but Persephone is back and everyone's celebrating. Hades descends the stairs and is now on the same level as everyone else.
Yeah.
Where he wasn't the first time around. And maybe that's because we're about to do the curtain call and everyone has to be here and you don't want him like running down the stairs. Yeah. But no, I like to think it is a reflection of this character and like Hades being more present. And why can't he come see Persephone when she's gone? Why is that part of this deal?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just reminded me of another great little detail where the only other time that we do see him on the quote unquote surface or like the mortal plane when he first comes to get Persephone, and then again when he's coaxing Eurydice to go down below. He has sunglasses on, and there's a moment where when he's coming to talk to Eurydice where he's like literally like blinded by the lights, and he has to put on his shades, which I just thought was a very cool little detail for the character, and maybe explaining that like, this is like uncomfortable for him to like to
sunlight,
be here.
Sunlight over the neon. So I thought that was cool because I think it does so much to demonstrate. I'll pay the pen in that. Speaking of Eurydice being coaxed down to Hadestown, do you think Eurydice dies in this story? Like Hadestown, this specific tale, do you think she dies?
I mean,
I say yes.
I say no. Dylan, be the tiebreaker.
I think, not to be a coward, but I feel like it's kind of it's like how Hermes has a line about this where he says what she is instead was dead to the world anyway.
The hedging.
Like a big thing about this play that I think really informs a lot of its messaging is it was written, at least like the original songs for the album were put together in the immediate aftermath of the 2008 financial crash. That's why it's dealing with a lot of questions about like, what is the value of art? Like, cool, I can write you a poem when the power is out. Like, what are these big mythic ideas of love and loyalty worth when you're potentially starving to death and you don't have a roof over your head? So I think it's narratively fulfilling for the like broader politics of the show that very much wears those on its sleeve to be like, no, she's not like dead, but she basically is now a working stiff that doesn't get afforded just basic human decency, doesn't get looked in the eye, doesn't get treated the way that we should treat living beings. So that's kind of just my read of it, going off of Hermes and kind of the vibes of the show.
DJ?
I would say that two-prong personally. I don't think that you can have the like. It just doesn't make sense to me why she has to fucking stay like that. You know, first of all, and why he can't like really come see her at any point because he's able to sneak in now. Just saying. Also, they're still gods. They're still gods, and I don't understand why it's like, oh, she has to be alive, because it just doesn't make sense to me.
I think that's fair.
There's definitely some magical realism going on where it's not,
for sure.
you know, everything isn't 100% one thing or the other.
Yeah.
It lives in that very comfortable middle ground. Darien, do you want to give your take on
Darren's take is
Alive
your
or
take there,
Dead?
bud.
No,
Almost
I've got
exact.
yeah. But also, I've got other things. Let me tell you. So I will agree with what Dylan just there said about how I don't think there is a right or wrong interpretation of did she die or did she not. Like the magical realism of it, everything is kind of like weirdly ethereal. Yeah, even though it's like also feels like very harshly grounded, set in this like
Very
Great
literal,
Depression United States, like the Rust Belt. Everything is crumbling. Things are the Dust Bowl. Everything is rough, and you like belong to the working town now, essentially.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, there is literally gods, and their fact that they won't go to marriage counseling is breaking the world.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I don't.
That's the weirdly like one of the elements where like I wish I lived in the world of Hadestown is like the weather getting better is just dependent on
the weather's good for 3 months of the year, and then the other 9 months it's just fucking winter shithole.
Yeah. I mean that's kind of where we're headed, but I don't know.
There's that. So that's part of my thing. Okay, so I don't think she's dead in this play for a couple of reasons. They don't ever call Hades King of the Dead. They call him like Lord of the Underworld, King of Shadows. Yes, shades, but like King of all the wealth. They are very specifically avoiding saying that Hadestown, it's underground, but not necessarily the underworld. So leaning into the metaphors, the motifs of she's 6 feet under, she's under the ground, she's dead, because that's what happened to Eurydice in the myth is that she dies. Yeah. But I think it is very much like and I think this Hadestown also does a really good job, like the story of giving Eurydice complete agency.
Yeah. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, like it's. I feel like it is important that she has made a choice. Whether or not you can say she truly had a choice when she was starving to death. But she had a choice to stay with Orpheus in this suffering or go to this place where she could no longer have to be hungry. Because her whole thing is she is Eurydice. She's a hungry young girl.
Yes.
And so those were her. And I think if she dies, you don't... The choice to give into that, it does not hit quite the same way as the choice to go and sign your freedom away to the boss at the working town and become essentially the property of the mines in the mill.
Right, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a difficult choice, and also one that I don't feel like we get shown a lot in media, except for when like somebody is actively making the opposite choice, especially like a female character where it's just seen as like, oh yeah, this like long suffering partner of this struggling artist, and isn't she so saintly sticking by him? And I think it's interesting that the musical has one of the only times where the fates actually like address the audience directly with the like, go ahead and lay the blame, talk of virtue, talk of sin. I wonder if that part was added after screen testing this in front of some audiences and finding that people were just automatically really dismissive of Eurydice's choice in that moment, because we're almost like programmed to think that there is a narrative correct answer to be like, do you stick by your partner or do you get food?
Yeah,
and it's really easy to be in a
comfort.
Yeah, and it's really easy to be in a theater seat after eating cheese and crackers and meat platters.
We went to Bombay. We got Indian food at Bombay Grill. Yeah,
there you go. And be like, well, yeah, you gotta love wins, right? No.
Having the audience straight up, or the fates call out the audience and be like, don't you judge her. You've never been hungry. You sitting in this theater getting to watch this performance at the you not that human could relate and maybe you specifically, you don't get to judge her. And
Yeah.
I like that
You've
a
never
lot.
been actually that hungry.
Exactly.
So hungry you have
Mhm.
to choose between your loved ones or eating.
Yeah.
Like and
Yeah.
it is an impossible decision. So, but I
Yeah.
think it has to be a decision
Right. No,
And-
exactly.
and not her giving up. Not her just no longer wanting to suffer, because she wants better. She runs from
Yeah.
that's another thing. Is like she's on the move every time the winds get harsh. She
Yeah.
leaves to try to find something better, and so you can fault her a little bit. Not in a what a terrible character, but like when times get hard and you start to like be hungry, you leave.
Yeah, you
But
are
you also
very
it's like, but
flighty.
you've never been that hungry, so how can you say she didn't do the right thing? Because you flip
Right.
side to the end, and it's like Orpheus, if you just didn't turn around. But I think the
But
scene
you've
also
never
does a-
been that so fucking doubtful. That's
You've never
so,
been,
like,
yeah,
guilt-ridden.
alone.
He blames
Yes.
himself for Eurydice's choice.
Mhm.
Yes.
He doesn't know if like she really should or would follow him. Like
Mhm.
both like, and it's or even could for that matter, right? Like he's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
so in his head about it. And honestly, I've been in my head about like to a
Yeah.
level to that point. I'm like, fuck, it sucks. It
Yeah,
sucks
it's
ass to be in your
hard.
head like that,
You
dude.
can't. And yeah, yeah. So I think it is supposed. I think it has to be. I think Eurydice's actions have to be a choice as much as Orpheus's, because I think the tragedy of this performance is the both of them.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's not just like a random snake bit her and
Yeah.
isn't that sad.
Mm-hmm. He looked at, because it's like, oh, random snake bit her, isn't that sad? And then, oh, he looked at the end, or she wouldn't stop calling for him, and it's her fault. It's just tragedy. And we wish they had done something different, but simultaneously, I think it's written in a way where like the audience reasonably isn't supposed to be angry or blameful that they didn't. You're just sad that they didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
It really distills it down to the pure tragedy. No happenstance or woulda, coulda, shouldas.
Mhm.
Just you totally understand where every character is at in their headspace before they make decisions that
Mhm.
lead them to ruin, and that is a perfect recipe for great drama.
Because I think Orpheus and Eurydice are supposed to mirror Hades and Persephone in a lot of different ways, and in like their tragic situation is a result of the decisions and their actions together. The situation that Persephone and Hades find themselves in and how that is impacting the rest of the world is also a reflection of the things they're doing. Hades keeping Persephone longer, getting her sooner, and like building this industrial empire under the ground, and then Persephone just drinking everything away, and then when she gets to Earth, forgetting to bring spring and just focusing on the peak good times. Like it is a mutual thing, and so I think that's why. But here's the real reason I don't think she's dead. Here's what, if I was writing a paper, here's the
You
thing
thought
I'd
we
say
were
from
out
the
of
very
it.
end. Oh no, I've been waiting. Okay, this is the thing.
Yeah.
This is why I realized that in Hadestown, Eurydice cannot be dead. I think, and this is again like what I said earlier about the interpretations, the magical realism, the weirdness of it, like all that. Yeah. She can't be dead because no, listen to me.
Yeah. Go for it. I'm just here for this heat that you're right.
Yeah, right.
No more. Actually, your interpretation is wrong, and here's why.
No, okay. It's just for the themes that Hadestown is bringing us.
Yeah.
We have the world is broken. It's the environment, the temperatures, summers are short and blistering, winters are long and cold. That element of Hadestown is exploring the destruction of our environment due to climate change at the hands of wealthy, powerful people who are not impacted by what they have done.
Explicitly, the people burning the fossils of the dead, too.
Yes. Oh, that
Build
line was
their-
so... Hades
wealth.
saying that line. So
Yeah.
good.
Absolute king, bro.
It fits so well, too, because it's like, that's what being the king of the dead is you're an oil baron.
Yep. And so that's point one. This is not natural. And Persephone says this is not natural over and over again when she gets back to Hadestown. Like the way the world is, that is not natural. We also have, because this world is a world in Hadestown wherein the gods are a thing and Orpheus can sing a song and turn a paper flower into a carnation. The balance of nature relies on the relationship of Hades and Persephone. And their relationship is out of balance, and thus it has created this unnatural thing. So Orpheus says right at the top, I'm going to sing a song that's going to bring back spring. I'm going to bring back balance to the world. I'm going to fix this broken thing. So that's our big, we want to fix the natural order of things. And then when we actually get down to Hadestown and Orpheus is dismissed and attacked by the other workers, and he starts to sing about, like, is this how it's supposed to be? Like, is this really how, is this like
If
natural?
what they say is true.
If what they say is true about, like, this is just the way of the world, this is just the order, when we know they're stacking the deck and, like, loading the dice and they're playing by the, like, they're cheating and then telling us to play by the rules they wrote, like, is that really what it is? That's point, like, B, about, like, challenging what we are told is this is natural, when at our core of, like, what it means to be a human that cares for other living things and each other, like, we would see and understand that it's not natural to allow these kind of the few and the selfish to overpower and control and dismiss and suffocate the many. Like I said, Orpheus really does say unionize, hashtag solidarity of the working class. So yes, these 2 points. Hadestown is about trying to fix a broken world and bring, like, the balance, and that, because Orpheus, when he says I'm going to bring back spring, he's not just being like, oh, it'll just be springtime all the time, it'll be perfect. There will still be fall when things die. There will be still winter when things are cold and harsh. But the world, it's not a perfect world, isn't a world with absolutely no suffering and only silk and lace. It is a world that is at least balanced and fair in a way in which we try to do, and not, like, inherently selfish. So if the theme of Hadestown is fixing what is unnatural, bringing back your dead wife cannot be the thing he's actually trying to do, because that is unnatural. And that is why he fails in the original myth. Orpheus cannot bring Eurydice back to life because that is unnatural.
Unless you're a god.
But Dionysus never actually brings his mother back to life. He just brings her straight to Olympus, so that counts. He makes her a goddess. It's a loophole.
Checks out.
That's why I think in this one, Eurydice can't truly be dead in the context of the story, because then trying to bring her back is unnatural and goes against the themes that we are trying to do.
Yeah. As long as we're still, like, going in on this argument, I was also just going to add what you were saying about Eurydice's agency and how she couldn't just, like, give up, and that wouldn't be very satisfying. That's what really tilted, like, just now on this podcast, tilted me hardcore into she's not dead land, because otherwise the choice to go to Hadestown is her choosing to die, which tonally does not
it's the tone, the optics
fit well with the character being given as much agency as she still has and wants to exercise. Like, she's confused why, people down in the factory floor won't look at her. And I feel like it's just stronger if it's, I mean, again, it's trying to draw parallels to death, but being like, we inflict a kind of living death on a lot of workers in this world, especially in places where, you are basically owned by the factory. That still happens in places around the world. It happens to people in this country who maybe don't have the right legal documentation and so live in fear of being outed by their bosses.
Where the threat of, like,
deported.
death by starvation is so acutely real to them that this is the choice they made. But then you have to ask, why was that a choice that they had to make at all?
Exactly. And so, under the right conditions, it's like, she may as well be dead to anyone on the outside of that system, because you're probably not going to be able to, like, go visit the factory all the time. The one time that Orpheus tries, he gets nearly beaten to death and is only not killed because Hades is like, okay, I'm going to let you sing me a song because I think that'll be funny before I have my goons finish the job.
And then I cry. And then I cry so much. And then I cry all my makeup off.
Yes. Oh my God.
It's a very, very good scene.
I love epic.
I love his little line about, oh, it's about me.
Yes. It's so funny.
Call out the awkwardness of, like, hey, I just met you and also beat you up.
Yeah.
And
It's
now
not
I
fun.
find out that you've been writing a song about me this whole time. That's
Oh well, it's so flattering.
all right.
Oh, he thinks
The
he's
king of
gonna-
the dead. The king of the dead has 2 moods.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, gosh,
The only person who gets to see the flattering side is Persephone.
yes, 100%, and she knows how to kind of get it out
Schmooze
of
it out.
him.
100%.
Yeah, going back to something we briefly touched on. What do you two think? What is the role of who are the fates in this
The
production?
fates are to guide it towards the ending.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Just
they're
pure plot.
pure. They're the plot.
Yeah, they've already written the story.
Yeah,
Right.
it's already
Yeah.
been written. Like the fates are here to make sure that the characters make the decisions they want to, but also by making it their choice to.
Mm-hmm. Actually, when we did our episode on the fates, again, years and years ago, actually, wow, we've been doing this for a while. I did read an article.
I think that
It
was like episode
interview-
3.
Yeah,
The
the fates show up
Wow.
really early in the Percy
I
Jackson
mean-
books.
Yeah.
But I had read an article where they were interviewing the actresses who played the fates in the original Broadway cast.
hmm
One of them talked about how they don't view themselves like they're not villains. They are
Yeah.
Eurydice's biggest cheerleaders. They are encouraging her to make the decisions they already know she's going to make, and they're also the only ones that come to her defense immediately when they speak to the
Right.
audience. So it is. The fates only interact with the character directly when they are pushing them to make the decision that leads to
Yeah.
the sad song,
Right.
the fated ending, the moment we wish they would choose another thing, and then fate steps in and says,
Yeah.
no,
You
you
can't.
will choose this, and this is why. It's because you want to, and you believe it, and you are so desperate, you are so lonely, you are so frightened. You are going to make
Right.
this choice. And that is how the story plays out.
Yeah.
And so, like, what I would posit is it's like, are they even independent characters themselves, or are the fates each in the character's own mind, like their own
And that is-
manifestations of like their insecurities and fears? Because the fates treat Hades differently than they treat Eurydice. They have different concerns.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean, there's ultimately kind of self-preservation in both of them, but like there's definitely more Machiavellian stuff going on in the Fate song to Hades,
Yeah.
talking about like, okay, you don't want to show weakness, but you also don't want to be like
You just got in
too
good with your
cruel.
wife. You don't want to be a hard ass during a lose.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Gotta
and
guide
so-
him towards making the decision of giving him a test.
And when they interact with Orpheus, they're so mocking. Like they're so
Yeah.
dismissive of him and
Very
so
true.
like you're not good enough. Like they say it with
Yeah.
such conviction in a way that they do not talk to Orpheus or Hades in that way. It's I think-
Eurydice or Hades.
Thank you, Eurydice or Hades.
Yeah.
And it's like what Hermes says to Orpheus when he's going to start the trial is like that path that's hardest to walk is the space between your head, between your eyes. It is
Yeah.
the doubt. And
The space
that's where the
between your
fates are
ears.
truly at. So I think, between yours. Thank you, DJ.
Yeah.
And that is, I think, as you're saying, Dylan, I think it is also like they are just what we think of as fate, like someone else wrote the story and it was just fated to happen. And it is because of the way we are, because of our deepest insecurities that
Mhm.
drove us to make a call that we maybe necessarily didn't want to make, but felt was
Yeah.
the only choice to make in that moment.
Yeah, and it's such a powerful thing because, like, throughout the show, Orpheus is shown to be the only one who can silence the fates. Like, when he starts singing, they fall back
Mm-hmm.
until he's walking that road alone. And that's the first time we start to instead get him repeating what they've been trying to drill into him the whole time. The whole,
Mhm.
like, who am I against him? You know, how do I know this isn't a trap? Like, what right do I have to be here? And it's a great kind of artistic showing of like somebody just being worn down.
Mm-hmm. You've gone through so much and it just doesn't, you've given it all, and why hasn't that been enough? And you have to keep giving until you can't anymore.
Yeah.
I gasped. I said this. I gasped. I
Yeah.
knew it was going to happen. Me.
Yeah.
And yet I'm gasping when he turns around, hands over my mouth, like, oh no, no. Like, Bitch, you literally do a mythology podcast.
Of course.
They told you at the jump what this was. You knew it, and yet I still gasped.
Yeah.
I didn't want it. No.
I mean, I feel like this play really gets at something that your guys' podcast meditates on a lot too, which is, again, why do we retell myths? Why, these old...
Because they're fun.
They're fun?
They're important.
Yeah,
they say something about, especially in the changes, like giving Eurydice agency.
Yes.
Tells us a lot more about how we view women and wives today than they were viewed back when those stories were being sung.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's so sad. And Hermes, like, oh, we're going to sing it again. And why would we? Well, we're going to sing it again. And the play doesn't give you an answer about why we're going to keep doing this. We're just going to keep singing it. Like, at least not directly, but I felt like it kind of did when it restarts and you have Eurydice and Persephone is back and Hades is actually down there with her and you don't have Orpheus. Like, he is not reintroduced because it feels like in this one, like, because it could feel so hopeless. Like, he went there and tried so hard and he could not save Eurydice, but he sang the song. He finished the song. And there is a balance in the world again. The Hades and Persephone's relationship is bringing the natural harmony of the seasons back. And so there are no more Orpheus and Eurydices because no one else will find themselves in such a dire situation where they feel that way and make those choices that seem fated.
Right. No, exactly. That, yeah. Especially with what you pointed out where, like, Eurydice gets introduced again as a poor girl. I gotta go back and listen to that song now because I wasn't quite paying attention to the introductions because oftentimes I'm kind of phasing it out at that point. It's like, oh yeah, we're kind of getting that cyclical, but now it has almost a triumphant vibe to it. The you can feel it like a train coming in. But yeah, I gotta revisit that because I'm not sure if it introduces her as a runaway anymore.
Oh, just hold on. Surely we can find the text.
Yes.
Hadestown lyrics. What's that last song called?
It's gonna be the second to last song, and it's got to be like
Road to Hell
reprised. 2. Yeah, Road to Hell 2. There you go.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking at it, and here's this thing. A friend of mine, Orpheus was a poor boy. Can you hear it? Can you sing it? But I don't see them. But I don't see the one where they introduce Eurydice.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, but I know they introduced Eurydice.
Huh. Wonder if we experienced a different take.
Maybe.
Who knows? All right. Further.
Or maybe it sung Orpheus is a poor boy, but Eurydice showed up.
And that's spoken?
Yeah, well, like it sings Orpheus is a poor boy, but then Eurydice shows up. Like, anybody got a light?
Yeah, maybe that. But I thought, I guess I don't know. But
I can't remember clearly.
I am comparing, and now here the hell was Now on the road to hell there was a railroad line, and a lady stepping off the train with a suitcase full of summertime, Persephone by name. And later in the Road to Hell 2, it doesn't say Persephone by name. Everybody looked and everybody saw that spring had come again. So it is that difference where Persephone does actually bring spring this time. So
there is a difference. Change has been made in the world. Yeah, that's a great call out. The very end, everyone's in the theater kind of standing ovation song that Persephone does as well. I feel like it's kind of stating that thesis of we raise our cups to the flowers that bloom in bitter snow, and birds that sing in the dead of night. The kind of Orpheus is an important character because he saw something that everyone else thought was impossible, and he still tried.
Yeah.
Sure, he failed, and it's sad, but that's still not for nothing, and nothing's gonna change if we don't have people capable of seeing the way the world could be.
Yeah.
And by saying, what does Orpheus in the end is he only sees the world for the way it is, with himself utterly alone. So that's the superpower in the Hadestown universe, is just being able to imagine a different future where things are better. And even if it doesn't always work out, like that's still very valuable to bring to the table and can make incremental change.
Yeah, and I think the idea of like singing that sad song again, it's sad because he failed to save Eurydice, because, as you said, Dylan, he in the moment saw the world for what it was. But every time he saw the world for what it could be is when he succeeded. So like singing the tragedy again is to remind the audience to keep telling this story that there is, like I said, there is power in seeing the potential.
Right. Don't turn around.
Yeah. Like keep
even when
going
things
forward.
are darkest. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter what is behind you, because looking back is never going to serve you more than moving forward.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Hadestown kicks ass.
That's great. Favorite songs.
I picked 3. I can't not.
Ooh.
Stop. Cheers. I love it. It's beautiful. Yeah. Oh my god. And when they've got, is the audience supposed to sing the melody with them? At that point,
couldn't tell you. That just felt so
it
awkward.
Felt
honestly.
like we were supposed to, because at the top of the play, Hermes gets the audience to do a call and response. To try to prep them for, hey, it's okay to do this. But like, it never happened again. And there was a guy behind me who was doing the la la la. So and it didn't feel. It felt like he knew something I didn't know.
Along the whole fucking show.
Oh, I only heard that part.
No,
when
he was singing along the whole ass show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was me.
No, Dylan, you spent more money than I did on the tickets. You had much better seats. We were in the upper mezzanine.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've been wondering. I know I need to go in and get my eyes checked for glasses because I know I'm nearsighted. I just didn't know quite how far my distance extended. Turns out the distance was just about to that stage.
Oh, Dylan, I'm sorry.
These are some very intricate blurs happening. So
wow, there's some spinning blurs over there.
Yeah. It was mostly just like I wish I could read people's facial expressions a little bit better. And I'm gonna have a bit of a headache from all the squinting I'm doing.
Yeah, Dylan, but it's a game. Listen, when you put in glasses and/or contacts the first time and look at grass and/or leaves on the tree, it is a game-changing moment.
Yeah,
so.
Dude.
Need to.
Hey, listeners, imagine needing glasses.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Imagine
that was
not
me.
Being absolutely fucking blessed, bro.
That was me for a long time. My brother needed glasses. He had the whole like, wow, did you know that these leaves had veins on them? And I looked at him like he was like on, like on a trip.
The individual grass blade.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Turning up the graphics setting on life.
I wake up like this.
Blur.
Imagine needing some sort of equipment, dude.
Again,
I wake up and see the detail in my ceiling. Like, it's great.
I made those same jokes, DJ, and enough years staring at a screen for work and play has ruined me.
I think I built up the strength in my eyes when I was a kid.
Yeah,
staring at the screen way more than any of my other siblings.
Yeah,
does that? It's gotta.
Dylan, what was your favorite song?
Oh goodness, the totality is so good, but I think my number one favorite is probably the melody. The first time we see Orpheus working on the melody.
Oh, when he's walking across the tables.
No. While he's actually trying to finish the song. I think it's like Epic 2 in the like playbill.
Oh yeah, when he says King of Silver, King of Gold.
Yeah, because that's where we really get it's like a montage built into a song.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. They did a very good job at doing a fucking montage on stage.
Yeah, and the way that like Orpheus is trying to work on this melody, but the like hammering and grunts of the workers are literally drowning him out and making so he can't finish. And in a weird way, that's almost also like that tug of art versus working and like, very material needs coming up again. Yeah. And again, that's the back and forth between Hades and Persephone we get during that whole time. That ain't right. That ain't natural.
Yeah.
And then everything going on with yours. It's just like everyone in like the core cast gets to shine so well in a single song that is literally taking you up and down from the underworld through just like the sonics of it.
Yeah.
It's so well constructed. Plus, keep your head low. I've definitely had that playing in my headphones and that's where that phrase first appears. Is the workers literally breaking into Orpheus's song.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Dylan, do you have any more Hadestown thoughts?
You know what? I can't help but to say that you guys didn't ask me what my favorite song was.
You and I talked about this. We did this. The listeners know. Well, all right.
2 listeners know, Darien.
I would like to know.
God. It's wait for me. Of course it's wait for me, dude.
Oh, yeah. The first one or the second one?
The first one. Because the melody was absolutely the melody of it was just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then the choreography with the lamps and shit, amazing. Just outstanding. Yeah. Truly. Yeah. The whole performance of Wait for Me.
9 yards.
Awesome. My only critique, A is a very difficult letter to sing. And sometimes those waits were a little raw.
Are you critiquing the Broadway touring performer?
I'm just saying. A, and honestly, he probably sang it great. A just sounds weird when it's sung, okay?
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay, now do we have any final Hadestown thoughts?
What if you had to pick one song, Darien?
Oh, it's Epic 3.
Epic 3?
Yeah. She said it first.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I didn't elaborate on it, so it could easily get missed.
I totally missed it.
You're good. I will elaborate on it. I really like that it is the one that like the satisfying conclusion of this thing that like we as the audience have been watching him work towards the whole time, but also like that the conclusion is just singing about the essential loss of this love through not like separation or violence or anything. It's just the apathy that comes with obsession and uncertainty.
Yeah.
And just singing about like where is like Hades now? Where's that man now that he has everything and is king and what happened? And then he's like, oh, Hades is alarmed when he hears Orpheus singing the melody because he knows that melody. That is the melody that came to him when he first saw Persephone. And Hades tries to sing it and he can't get the sound out. He can't. It croaks in his throat. And then Persephone comes and sings the melody to him. Listen, it's just really beautiful, okay?
It's fantastic.
Just really beautiful. And it also like reflects the future that could have been Orpheus and Eurydice. Mm-hmm. Like when we see how much Orpheus resonates with Hades and his love for Persephone and how he is so spot on with those feelings. How could it not be like a shadow of a future that could have been them?
Exactly. Perfectly entwines the myths together. And I am now realizing that when you said Epic 3, I picked 3.
Oh, okay.
And then I proceeded to wait for you to tell me the 3 songs.
No, Epic 3.
Epic 3, yep.
This makes more sense. Okay. Well, I tried to end the episode twice and was wrong, so someone else gets to.
You're right.
Know.
Well, hold on a second. I got
one last
question. Yeah, I got one more question.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, go on.
What role do you guys want to play?
Ooh.
Oh, Hermes.
Hermes would be a lot of fun.
Hermes would be fun.
Gosh, I would love to play Hades. I love me.
Man after my own heart. Truly.
Complicated bad boy.
I want to play Hades so fucking bad, dude.
Yeah.
That looks so much fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or one of the Fates. I like the idea of being cool. a character that is one portrayed by 3, because I'm also really into the witches from Macbeth.
Right, yeah. They give those vibes. And just the little interactions, too, would be a lot of fun, the way that you can kind of characterize. I feel like the Fates probably bring the most freedom for, like, how you want to bring your own energy to what they're saying.
Yeah. I also would want to be the one that didn't play any instruments, because two of the Fates would jump on like a violin or a fiddle or an accordion, and one would just like move her hands around like she's weaving or just playing with like a cat's cradle. And like,
this is my
you can't play an
thing.
instrument, can you?
There you go.
I'd do the accordion one just to learn to play the accordion.
You'd be great at the accordion, DJ. I believe
man,
in
that'd
you.
be a fucking
There you
fun
go.
instrument to play. It's just expensive.
Yeah.
Hey, Dylan, where can people find you if they want more Dylan?
Oh, goodness. They can try to find Dylan Hunter Comedian on Instagram.
Nice.
I am not very active there, but you can try and find me.
Online, not in real life. That is not
Not
a
in
problem.
real life. Yeah,
No,
do
on
not.
Instagram. He said Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah. I'm on Instagram. I got off Twitter when it became not Twitter anymore, officially.
Mhm.
Instagram is probably my most public-facing persona, such that it
Fair
is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. This was awesome.
Dylan, thanks for
course.
coming back.
Yeah.
Thanks for just coming full circle with us on Hadestown. This
It's
is wonderful.
wild.
It was a blast.
You know what? You guys are in season 5 now?
Yeah, wrapping
wow.
up season 5. The last episode of the Percy Jackson series should be dropping shortly after this episode comes out. Depends on my editing.
I'm honored to have been here for the near beginning of the ride, and I'm so proud of how far you guys have come. And I'm very glad that I can talk to you both about Hadestown now.
Yes,
That was a great
wonderful.
performance.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Dylan.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear patrons. We absolutely appreciate your support so much. This is the last. Well, I wouldn't call this episode a standard remit bonus episode. This was an incredibly special Bunker 9 bonus episode.
Yes.
But it is the last Bunker 9 bonus episode for the year, because next time you hear us on your Patreon feed, it's going to be time for Musemas.
It's Musemas, baby. You better believe it. We're coming back for another 12 episodes. It's going to be wonderful. We got so many topics planned. I'm very excited about it, and I hope you guys all join us. And remember, the first 2 are free. You got to pay for the
Yes.
rest.
And just an extra big shout out to our God 10 level patrons, Tim O'Connor, the Crystal Lawn Man, and Nicholas Miller. Your interpretations of a magical, realistic, strange, and wonderful musical are just as valid as anyone else's, but I'm right.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.